Shane here. I hope everybody's doing well today. I want to talk to you about a specific message today. Being valuable versus being available. There's a line that separates those who move with intention and those who move with exhaustion. Those who lead and those who are always being pulled. And it's this: be valuable, not just available. Because your availability is not your worth. Your constant accessibility is not your strength. And your inability to say no doesn't make you kind. It makes you exploitable. And let's be clear, you weren't created to be constantly drained, distracted, or depleted. You were created to carry something, not be constantly carried by everyone else's emergencies. Being valuable means you know your purpose. Being available means you're unsure or you've forgotten it. Here's the truth that most people won't say. If you don't learn to prioritize your energy, someone else will spend it for you. If you don't protect your schedule, someone else will fill it with their priorities. And if you don't value your voice, you'll lose it in the noise of other people's opinions. You see, we've glamorized availability, being always on, always here, always reachable. But boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges to a life that matters. And every time you say yes to something unaligned, you're saying no to the thing that is. Even Jesus, the most valuable person to ever walk the earth, wasn't always available. In Luke 5:16 it says, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." Not once, not occasionally, often. Because even the Son of God knew your output depends on your ability to withdraw and reset. Let's break this down practically. Value is built in focus, not access. The most impactful people protect their time, guard their mental space, and choose their circles intentionally. You don't become valuable by being everywhere. You become valuable by being present where it counts. Your yes needs boundaries. If you say yes to every request, every phone call, every event, you're not being helpful. You're being used. And eventually, even the most giving soul will run dry. Stop confusing busyness with purpose. Being stretched in 10 directions isn't leadership. It's lack of clarity. You're not called to be everything for everyone. You're called to steward what God gave you. Build demand by being selective, because scarcity creates value. And availability without alignment creates burnout. If you're constantly available, people stop appreciating your presence. They simply start expecting it. And you have to protect your presence because it's your power. You can't pour out if you're constantly leaking energy into the things that don't feed your soul. So here's the shift. You are not obligated to be accessible to everyone. You're responsible for being authentic to your purpose. Because when you chase availability, you lose your edge. Your creativity suffers. Your calling gets watered down. But when you protect your value, you multiply your impact. You show up with more power. You speak with more clarity. You live with more peace. And eventually, people stop expecting you to be constantly available. And start respecting you for being constantly valuable. If you would please, and you got something out of this message, do me a favor and comment down below. I choose to be valuable, not just available. And I'll see you in the next one.